Hi everyone, it's Jeanette, Crafty Dork, just here with a little bit of a haul video. I've been up to our local Salvos this morning and I came away with everything I'm going to show you for $17 and I was a bit chuffed. This little box of goodies, they were all like little cards, just that I can perhaps pop into envelopes, and there's a couple of little thank you ones that I might just keep to pop in with when I sell my journals. Little flower one. I mean, that's, what was that one? This was a little the old Bush Inn at Robe. That's down the southeast from where I live, built in the 1860s. So I thought that would be rather cute to go into a journal. And then there was just little, I don't know what there was in this. I mean, a lot of it, there was a lot of people waiting, and the lass said to be served, and she said, well, you can have this for that and that for that. And yeah, so in this little one, that may Charlotte Pierce. These are just little stickers. I think, yeah, little stickers. So there was a few of those little butterfly bits. And these are little like index cards. They were just popped in there as well. And these are little stickers again, and they've got little teddy bears, and so they might be nice to pop on the inside of journals, you know, for this card, this journal belongs to. So I'll pop those towards the front perhaps. Then there was a little card with a hibiscus, and I mean that's a blank card, so that'll be quite nice to pop in. And these look as though they've been, they just look as though they've been handwritten, just to say. Painted by Mouth, yeah, I love those little ones, and that's a bit cute. And that was another one that painted by Mouth. They've got different envelopes, so I'll probably go through and I've got a whole load of envelopes here as well, so we'll just see what. There's another little one that looks like, yep, same, painted by Mouth, so they're a bit cute. Another little one here, and I thought that could be cut off as a journaling space. And so I'll go through fairly quick because there's quite a bit here. Another one painted by Mouth, yep. This I thought could go on to the side of a page. I can do another little bit there that looks a bit cute to go onto a page. Another little, there's two of those. I thought they were rather cute for a floral or natural. A little bunny, congratulations or something. Then there was these, thinking of you very much. So they, thank you very much, I mean. Thinking of you a little bit. So they could perhaps go in as thank yous for selling the journals. Another little birthday card, a couple of these little ones that are quite nice texture, so they could go into some spots in the journal. And they, two little greeny ones, a purple, blue, and there's a little cute little one for nature. And these look as though they're pretty old by the look of them. Yeah, so there's a few of those. And a thank you one. And then these are little thinking of you. This one looks as though it's a pretty old Christmassy one that could go into a journal. I'm doing the Christmas journals at the moment, so that's another little painting. That's a, oops, that might go in, yes it does. That's a little vintagey envelope to go with that one. So we'll pop that together. And then these are postcards. Some of them are Australian. Yeah, the Australian lingo your larrikin, argy bargy, chuck a wobbly, fair crack of the whip, some of our slang. And there's a bear, another little bear, another couple of bears. So I just grabbed these were all in this little box, so I don't know what that one is. Yeah, somebody's painted that. Puppy dogs. A note to brighten your day, another little puppy dogs, so they could go into. And then there was a packet, it's not opened, and there's 8 in the packet of little cards, so I'll pop those in there. Oh, I've done those, haven't I? Yep. And then this one, that was cute, and I thought that's nice for a little tuck spot. We could do this, little invites on a pad, well we could just, I don't know, just grab those. This one's a like a photo frame type thing. It was 20 cents, but all these she could charge me $1 for the whole lot. So there's a whole load of little cards and bits and pieces there. Then I got this basket. It was 50 cents for the basket and 50 cents for the little tomboy. You know, you put your wool around and you pull it down, and so I thought my granddaughter could play with that one. And all these beads were supposed to be $1 each, and she said, oh, $1 for the lot. So I got all those, so I can pull those apart. And then these were like wrapping papers, so I got all these for $1, and I thought they're just something different that I can utilise perhaps. Little fairies. Strawberries. This one's looks like it's out of a book, but you know, it might just be wrapping paper. But it looks, there's an old vintage one. It's really old, isn't it? Another one here. That's Henry Whitgigan Young. So that's an Aboriginal artist. Oh, that's from Moonta Bay, which is down here. It's a Aboriginal shop, so they're all, yeah, so they are his paintings that they've someone's got rid of, so they come in handy. And then these are just sheets of paper, and I've got a little fairy, so they might go into a fairy journal as extra pages, which will be quite nice. This one was 50 cents, and it's just a like a scrapbooking journal, and Mara and I do some like little pages we put photos on and slip them into books, so I thought, well, that will be a nice little one for her. It's a nice material cover. I've got that one. Then this little one, I thought this was just a bit cute. We need it over here a bit. It was $1. Now it's got Port Douglas written on it, and these look like leaves that have been decoupaged on there, and a bit of wood. But the main reason I got it, well, I could take this off and I could use it as a bit of a journal, but this is all handmade paper, and it's, yeah, double layers. So I could use them in journals as journaling cards. So yeah, we'll see how. And that could go on to a nature journal quite easily. But for $1, I thought, you can't stay there. That's got to come with me. Then there was a little box of cards for $1. Sunflowers in a French vase. I think they're all the same. Yeah, and I thought, well, they could make a nice little tuck in a journal. This was just a little book, and it's basically the paper. It could be utilised in a journal. It's a nice old feel to it, and it's yellow. I think the yellow is the yellow, but it could still go into a journal as a, and then this could be a cover for a journal one day. This little box, $1, and it's a like a bingo. Whoever owned it, house lotto numbers, Elvis forever. And it's just got the bingo cards. It's the first time I've ever found anything really old like that. So I thought, well, I don't know, I'll have to look around to see what. But that could be journaled on the back, and you could use it as a journaling card just as it is without doing anything to it. And then it's got the numbers. Could also play with the kids with that one. So that's that. Then I got, and I'm sure, just let me have it, it's lunchtime, I need a little sip of my soup. Cinderella book, and it's all 3D. And I thought, well, my little granddaughter can have a look at it first, as with all the books, and then later on I might do something. I might just leave it to, you never know. Who knows with me? Who would ever know? But, you know, it's just a beautiful little book, so I got that one. I got the little boy with the drum, and this is the second book of this I've got, and it's just a gorgeous little story of a little boy going off. And I think somebody else was showing this on their channel, and they too thought it was like the Pa Rumpa Pum Pum book, but it's not. It's just this little boy with his drum, and he goes off and he collects all animals along the way, and just such a sweet little book that you know, it could make a nice little fun journal to get perhaps a little one involved in journaling. Excuse my fingers and nails again. I've had my false nails taken off, and they're absolutely atrocious, but what can you do? You wreck your fingers, don't you? So this one is a Winnie the Pooh book, and I mean, it's a fairly new one. It's 2010, so but you know, lots and lots of stuff to, because I think this is the second one of these I've got, so this one might, we'll see, might get chopped, and you know, a bit of a well, there could be a few journals made out of that, hey. Then I found Fairy Tales for Young Australians. Let me just lower those down, because that's and it's got all the kangaroos and the cockatoos. That's Little Red Riding Hood, and I mean, look, these pictures are just beautiful. So Poss in Boots, not Puss in Boots, the possum. So these will get read to the kids first, and I mean, I've got plenty of time to make some more journals, but you know, being Australian books, I thought that is so yeah, just different and nice. And the old crocodile, 3 koalas instead of the 3 teddy bears, or 3 Goldilocks and the 3 bears, and this is Cane Toad and the Princess, or Prince. So those pictures are quite nice, aren't they? Hansel and Gretel. Beautiful galah up the tree there. A witch and 3 kangaroos, Gruff, instead of the billy goat's Gruff. The old toad under the tree. Under the bridge, I mean, sorry. Yeah, so they're different. So that one, and then I just got a, now you can read Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I thought that would be, yeah. So that's very traditional, but yeah, so nice pictures in there to use. And this one is Wind in the Willows. That's a beautiful illustrations in this one too. See if I just bear with me. I'll just see if I can get this up a little bit. Might be a bit better. Yeah. So they're very nice little pictures and even little colouring in pages in there. So that one. And this one's Baby and Toddler Treasury. And like, you know, I've got the little bubbies coming along, so this is more for, because you know, they get into the computers and onto the laptops and the iPads and all that, but you know, there's nothing like a book, so to try and encourage them to read books, and little Alex loves the books, so when I find things like that, so that's got some nice little bits for that. This one's, next one's Norman Fools the Tooth Fairy. So these are some cute little pictures and things that will be nice. Yeah. So there's some nice little photos. Then Father Koala's Nursery Rhymes, and these are all Australian by the look of them. Father Koala sits in the parlour sipping a cup of tea. We run to his side and he smiles with pride and lifts us up on his knee. Hot baked damper, so yeah. I thought the kids love the 12 Days of Christmas, the Aussie one, so I thought, well, we'll get this as well. And they love having their stories read to them. It's a nice quiet time. Baa Black Sheep, well, that's not politically correct anymore, but that's around a bunkum if you ask me, but anyway, that's me. Snugglepot and Cutie Pie, Little Abelia. So I've got that one, which has got some beautiful, this is Australian May Gibbs, just beautiful illustrations. She just does a magic job. The Banksia men. Yeah, so that'll be a nice little, just beautiful pictures. Yeah, so we've got that one, and then we got, I've got a few of these, I think, children's story books, and these have got nice illustrations through them, so some of those might just find their way into a journal one day. I just need to, I need to have a few days where I can sit. We've had a week away from the house where we had to go to a lady's 96 she was funeral. That was a friend of ours, beautiful lady. And this little book, One Woolly Wombat Sitting by the Sea, Two Cuddly Koalas Sipping Gumnut Tea. Yeah, so this is a bit like the 12 Days of Christmas that we've been reading, and it's even the Five Pesky. Yeah, the animals are the same. except the emu was up the gum tree in the beginning. But aren't they gorgeous? Beautiful pictures. Something, a bit of fun. Crazy cockatoos. Hopping mice. Beautiful sweet peas. Sturt desert peas. I grew some in our front garden, but they're just very finicky. They just like to be out in the desert, I guess. So that was that, and then, but wait, she said, there's more. I found this, and it's done up with a ribbon, and then the inside cover, just beautiful. And then it's just got some poems, and then these beautiful, I've got one with like Victorian flowers. This one's so it's like the bride, but you could utilise those around things. There's another, your first date. But look, they're just beautiful, and I'm sure somehow I could utilise those in albums. What's this say? Our love blossomed. Beautiful image there. You can put photographs on there by the look of that. And then, these, they're just beautiful. So, with me. Tissue paper is just nice and crunchy too. Important details, isn't that beautiful? So this was a bit special to find that. Some more for photographs. Music. So there's quite a lot in here. Isn't that beautiful? Home, our first home together. Yeah, and there's another one there. So I thought, that was $2, and I was a bit excited when I saw that there. I found a little game of donkey, and there's all sorts of animals. I thought they could go into little, kids' journal or whatever, so I picked those up. This little one was 50 canvas embroidery stitches. I thought they might go into sewing journal if I ever get to that. Another card I've just found. Oh, another piece of wrapping paper. It's got kingfishers on it. They're a bit cute. Put those there. I don't know what these are. A razor pen. So it looks like it's just like rubbers, but they're in a pen. They were 50 cents each, and I thought, oh well, I'll have one of those. This is embroidery stitches. I've got quite a few embroidery stitch books, but I don't want to pull some of those other ones apart, but this one's a little bit older. I don't know what the we got a date. Have we got a date? Have we got a date? November 34, 15th impression in 62. So that's sewing book one day. Then I found a book of exotic orchids, and this one's got quite a few pictures that could be, while they're glossy, you can always pop a little bit of gesso over the top to sort of tone the gloss down a bit. So I've got that one. Goodness knows where I'm going to put them all, but we'll find somewhere. And this book is from the garden. I mean, look at the... And I've just finished chopping up one of my Reader's Digest garden books. I've just finished putting all the plants, flowers into my little folder. So there's some more to get cracking on. So yeah, so I think I can utilise a lot of those. Some of them are glossy, and like I said, gloss over them with some Mod Podge. And the last one is Ready Steady Grow, and I think this is a kids quick and easy garden projects. The kids love to get out in the garden with us, so there's a whole load of bits and pieces that, you know, we can do with the kids, like, you know, growing lucerne grass for your dog so that he can chew, and you know, when they get sick they like to eat grass, and a little cactus garden for the cowboys and Indians. So there's lots of little things that we can sunflowers in the pots, and that's made out of tin, a little butterfly out of tin. So red currant refreshments. Look at that, planting in the boots. I'm going to say if my daughter's got the kids' little boots that they've grown out of, and I'm going to plant some stuff in it for them. Okay, we've rambled enough. We've had a look. So that's my little haul, and like I said, I'm quite chuffed with that. I have got. Oh, let's finish off. Let's finish off with. I went to Spotlight, and I got some. It's not. Oops, I'll just. It's, what do you call it? It's not calico. It's a bit thicker than calico. Anyway, I got that from my bee journals. I thought that might be really rather cute. And then they had, the girl gave me 25% off these Christmas bits. So I've got those for my Christmas journals. And I loved this. So that's got to be something happening there. And then I grabbed Susanna Easdale has on her what do you call them? Her gnome journals. She's used the moss from Spotlight. So I got some of these, and it's a little bit, it's wiry. So I've got that one. Oh, look at it all over there. So it does fluff out. I might not. Yeah. And this is the one that Susanna got. It's sort of in a roll. So I bought a roll of that to do on my journals, and then this one is, I think she popped it around the edges of one of hers. She sort of went up the side and around, or did she not? No, she might not have. This isn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was like a long, oh, look at that. That's different. That could go across the bottom as a fence. I thought it was just the single on its own, like this, just. But anyway, you never know. We might be able to find something to do. Well, we've got to find something to do with it. I've bought it, haven't I? And it does fluff off, so I reckon a bit of hairspray or something like that on it might hold it in place. So now, after that little haul, I showed you that little bit, I think I've done my dash for a while, so I better behave myself for a while. I keep saying that, and then I just misbehave and go to another shop. Okay, love and leave you. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye for now and happy crafting. Bye.